We're just 3 days away from Election Day in the Big Apple, and people across the 5 boroughs are getting out and getting their voices heard. Early voting is at a record high in the city, with over twice as many early votes cast compared to 4 years ago. Joining us now is one of the men vying to become New York City's next mayor, Republican candidate Curtis Sliwa. There's the beret, there's the smile. All right, so the latest polls have you holding like 16 to 20% of the vote. Cuomo anywhere from mid-20s to mid-30s on a good day. They've been putting pressure on you to drop out, which is ridiculous, especially at this point. Cuomo's running ads that say a vote for you is a vote for Mamdani. Let me just ask you, Curtis, are you concerned that they're setting you up to take the fall if Mamdani wins?
No, Rob, because the Democrats have only themselves to blame. They decided to resurrect the zombie politician, Andrew Cuomo, and bestow upon him all the institutional support. All the Democratic leadership, the unions endorsed him in the primary, and he got beat badly by Zohran Mamdani, who was at 1% in the polls on March 1st when Andrew Cuomo announced officially he would run to become the next mayor. Cuomo was 40 points ahead. By June 24th, when Cuomo tossed in the towel because he realized he was going to get really beaten badly by 13%, Zohran Mamdani was the party designee. And basically, Andrew Cuomo has been off the campaign trail, according to the New York Post, since Labor Day for 10 days. As you know, you're a pro. You run many campaigns. You got to be out there 20 hours of a 24-hour day. You got to press the flesh. And that's something that Andrew Cuomo promised he would do in his comeback attempt in the general election, and he has yet to do. Everything is fear, fright, hysteria. It's dystopian. There's nothing positive coming from him. I'm the happy warrior. I'm out there. My favorables are at an all-time high. They just had a new poll. Believe it or not, Rob Estorino, they rated all Democrats and all Republicans. Barack Obama and Curtis Sliwa led the pack at 52%. Everybody else. So my job in the next 3 days is to take everybody who loves Curtis, which are many, to get that translated into a vote. And we're doing very well. I mean, I was at the Halloween Greenwich Village parade last night. That's Zohran land. I was the only one there, and people were giving me love. Now I gotta translate that into votes.
You dress up as a guardian angel? No. So you have half of the early voters apparently have been like 55 or older. Younger voters have come out the last day or so, maybe evened it up, I don't know. But the younger ones are more inclined to support a socialist communist like Mamdani. He has a very important and good, really a get out the vote operation of a lot of volunteers knocking on doors, touting free stuff to everybody. You go, oh, yeah, I want that too. My question is, why was this guy not defined earlier for the dangerous commie wannabe that he is? I mean, he really had a free pass for the most part in the primary, as you mentioned, and even in the months that followed that.
Well, Rob, Cuomo had PAC money at $25 million and didn't even put a dent in him because he played prevent defense. He didn't go on the offensive. He thought there was going to be a coronation. He was measuring the drapes at Gracie Mansion. And before you know it, the Zohranistas powered Zohran Mamdani to victory overwhelmingly. And they've been out there consistently getting their vote. We've had to get out the vote effort. Rob, the get out the vote effort has to start 3 months before November 4th. It's got to be consistent, door knocking. You got to do lit drops. You got to do emails, text blasts. You got to do the snail mail followed up with phone calls. I did a telephone call message today talking with other Republicans who are supporting me to about 100,000 potential voters that were listening online. It's what the Trump campaign did. I have the same gentleman who ran the campaign for Donald Trump here in New York State, who's actually piloting this, and that's Zembricki, who was so important to the Trump effort in New York City, where Trump did extraordinarily well, getting more Latinos to come out and vote for him in the Bronx and Cleveland and in Queens than ever before. And it's old-fashioned politics. There are no shortcuts. You cannot win an election by trying to scare people. You have to give them some kind of a hopeful message, and that's not coming from Andrew Cuomo.
So in 30 seconds or so, those who haven't voted yet, still a lot of them, maybe undecided. They're like, oh, God, I hate Cuomo. Maybe I'll vote for him. Curtis is the Republican. Should I stick with my party? Why are you the best candidate?
Law and Order, endorsed by Rudy Giuliani, George Pataki, who are the two best mayors and governors that we've had in our lifetime. And they came back to back. So 93, it was Rudy, then followed by Pataki, who beat the better Cuomo, Mario Cuomo. And I'm asking everybody out there, you vote for me, the Republican mayor, and we pave the way next year for Elise Stefanik to take out Kathy Hochul. And we take the state and city back again, and we eliminate the fear, flight, and hysteria that has followed the Democratic path to destruction. Long before anybody knew who Zohran Mamdani was, it was happening under Cuomo, who was a disgraced governor. It happened under the most corrupt mayor we've ever had, Eric Adams, who should be in jail. And previous to that, Bill de Blasio, who was too busy smoking Maui Wowie and Hindu Kush at night on the back porch of Gracie Mansion. This is a Democratic destructive path that has allowed socialists to come in and take over their party. We're the only party that can keep us on track.
All right, real quick. President Trump blasted Mamdani. He hasn't endorsed in the race, although he did poke fun of you bringing all your cats to Gracie Mansion if you win. So here is my question. Will Mayor Sliwa still clean the litter box, or will you have a staffer do that?
No, actually, I have to get the breakfast for my wife, who, like so many other women, rescues animals in distress. She's an expert at that.
Okay. All right, Curtis, good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. And remember, of anything, just vote. This is so good to see so many people voting. Men died in battle for our right to vote, and for us to have the Charlie Kirk free speech that unfortunately was taken from him should not be taken from us. We are the party of free speech.
Good point, Curtis, and good luck. All right.